Hey guys, Mika here, and this is a custom tenor size EV ukulele and made by master luthier Charlie Fukuba, who resides here on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. And for me personally, Charlie makes some of the best instruments on the planet. One of my personal favorites. I've been a big fan of his instruments ever since I played them years and years ago, and his instruments have only gotten better, more refined, coming out with different designs, headstocks, and just other stuff along the way. And I've been really fortunate to be able to go along that journey and play all of his instruments, over the years, and seeing what it's coming to, which is more of a newer design that I have here versus his more like signature three-hole model ukuleles that I also really love playing. But this instrument in particular, yeah, this is a tenor size, has very beautiful Hawaiian curly koa on the front of the instrument, as well as on the sides and the back. Really beautiful, tight, curly stacks of books on the back, perfectly book match. Has the design here on the back end strip. There's black and white kind of diagonal lines running down back on the back strip, and it's paired very aesthetically and nicely with the maple binding on the bottom, as well as on the top, wrapped around the instrument. And you have Powell abalone shell double around the rosette, so one on the outer side of this whole sound hole, and then one on the inner side, of the rosette. And then you have this beautiful Hawaiian kahili. So kahilis are like ancient, like a stick, and then you have this kind of cylindric cylinder sitting on the stick, and it has all it's ornamented with feathers, like Hawaiian bird feathers and stuff like that. So you have that here as the design around the rosette, with like a maple, kind of like a shield around that kahili, three kahili design here around the rosette. And then you have all of these, looks like koa, like maybe leaves that all kind of fill in the black space again around the rosette. It's a very beautiful design, and it looks really nice too with the Powell abalone shell, again on the outside and on the inside of the rosette. Ebony bridge, fretboard, headstock. You have the EEV bird right here in mother of pearl, as well as the abalone shell that's on the wings and the tail of the on the bird. And then you have like these tribal fret markers. So you have like an upside down triangle, but then the like more tent looking triangle. So you have maple on the outside of the design, and then Powell abalone shell is the triangle on the inside. So 3, double on 5, 7, 10, triple on 12, and then 1 on 15. And then you also have fret markers here on the side, 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12, and 15 as well. You have a mahogany neck, gloss finish, and then beautiful Waverly tuners. These are some of the best tuners that you can put on your instrument. So silver, and then with koa buttons. These tune very precisely and are very easy to use. So very beautiful instrument. Again, big fan of Charlie's work. Now going into the playability itself, it's more of a D-shaped neck. So it has a slight kind of flatter surface kind of in the middle, and then it kind of comes up more sharply on the sides right here. So slightly thicker neck than usual, just for those of you who are more interested in what the neck feels like on this instrument. So it's a little thicker. This ukulele is flat fret, so you don't have a radius fretboard on this instrument. And then you have the gloss neck. Now, in terms of the action of this instrument, I would say it's probably right in the middle. If I had to guess where like the setup is, I would probably guess around 2.5, maybe a little higher than that. So it's about standard for how high the action is. For me, I like lower action just because I have girly hands, and my hands can't really handle playing anything but like really low tension on ukuleles, which is not really made for everyone. So this is a good balance of people who want to like dig into their instruments more, but it's not so high to where your fingers are cramping after playing for 5 minutes. So this is set up really well. Now the sound, one reason why I'm such a big fan of Charlie's instruments is it's like, I've been saying this for years, it's like the classical ukulele. Now what do I mean by that? Classical guitars are just so perfectly well balanced and it can do anything that you need it to do, from digging into it to playing aggressive to playing really soft to having soft timbre, you know, playing to playing more by the, or it just does such an excellent job of being able to capture so many different colors and tones from the instrument depending on where you're playing on this instrument. It's just such a clean sound. The note separations, you know, I'm playing a D9 right here. Everything is just so clean. The note separation, just crystal clear. And nice and warm too, but it has that bite if you want to dig into it. It's just such a well-made instrument, from the playability to the sound. Especially for fingerstyle. I just love this instrument for fingerstyle. It's beautiful. So let's go ahead and get into it. Uninterrupted sound sample. Here we go. And here's what this instrument will sound like with a little bit of strumming. Here we go.